after the recent Islamic State-inspired attack in Tunisia that killed 38 people, 30 of them British. Britain is now debating how to tackle the terror group. Prime Minister David Cameron has announced new policies aimed at cracking down on propaganda and preventing nationals from traveling to join the group. Henry Ridgwell reports from London.
A recent video from the self-styled Islamic State purportedly showing the execution of Syrian government soldiers. It is this type of propaganda that British Prime Minister David Cameron says must be tackled.
We're going to introduce new, narrowly targeted powers to enable us to deal with these facilitators and cult leaders and to stop them peddling their hatred.
Critics said Mr. Cameron is targeting the whole Muslim community.
He's come out with a strong us and them narrative, and he's trying to divide and separate. For all of his talk of unity, he doesn't want to debate, he wants to silence dissent.
But the policies were broadly welcomed by groups working to halt extremism. However, analysts question whether the new policies will tackle the primary narrative that drives ISIS recruitment.
The one thing that's missing from this whole approach to radicalization and extremism is the point that what radicalizes people more than anything else is this concept of success.
Ashraf says the capture by ISIS of swathes of Iraqi territory a year ago continues to feed that narrative, adding that this progress must be checked.
And really the primary way of doing that is through confronting them on the battlefield.
While the British government has begun to debate action against ISIS in Syria, it has ruled out troops on the ground.
But we are also clear that any action we take must not provide any succour to Assad or Assad's regime.
The West must not be afraid to prioritise, says Ashraf.
The Assad issue has to be a lower priority than Daesh. And until you get that, I'm afraid we are going to be looking forward to many more decades of this conflict spreading.
The United States is leading coalition airstrikes against ISIS militants. David Cameron wants to extend Britain's contribution to the mission beyond Iraq into Syria, but is seeking parliamentary consensus, something that could take months. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.